we need to have a serious conversation about this Granblue DLC because I'm starting to get a little salty, okay? So a few days ago, we finally got the announcement for the new DLC character in Granblue, the 5th DLC out of the 6th one. And this is what we got. Just a silhouette. And obviously, if you know anything about the leaks, maybe this isn't that surprising, but it's this character. Freaking Versusia. There's a few things that make this DLC, honestly, a huge fumble, and someone is already saying it in the comments. We gotta understand first, who is Versusia? She is a character that was in the story mode. I didn't play it, but I know that she was in the story mode and she's like an antagonist, a villain. The problem is there's a lot of characters in Granblue that people already know of and people already want. The last thing people really want is an OC. But if you played the Granblue story mode and you're like, damn, I got a monster fetish, I like her, she's hot, then honestly, I can understand. Like, I can understand why you would like this character, but like, honestly, you're kind of an L. If we're gonna talk about why I don't like the DLC, we have to show stuff that is just like way superior, right? And reasons, okay, this DLC is kind of trash. Why would you want Versusia in the game when you have women like this? But to be honest, that's not really what it's about for me. What makes me specifically salty is something else. So here you can see the DLC roadmap, and if I move out the way a little bit, you can see that we have 2 new characters to get. One of them just got announced, we already know, Versusia, we just showed. Big problem with this is they specifically ruined everything in order to make Versusia a character. We had male, female, it's supposed to be male, female again, and now it's female. Who cares what order the gender of the characters comes out? Wait, just give me a second. It's because they stole a spot from my main man, Sandalphon, okay? I've been waiting for this guy ever since I knew that he existed, because he's literally an angel with a sword. Come on. I watched like 6 hours of the lore, and this dude is just like the coolest dude in Granblue. Now I understand you're probably just gonna be like, oh, he's just glazing because he didn't get the character that he wanted, blah, 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 blah. But there's another character that I wanted that also didn't come out, and she also stole his spot. My boy Siete. I mean, look at this head ass, bro. He is so cool. Look at this art. These 2 characters are probably the characters that I want in the game the most. And Siete actually had a model in the story mode from the last game, the original, and he's still not out. Y'all gotta really think about that. So Sandalphon is kind of in the same situation where he has a story mode model, but no leaks. The 4 DLCs that were leaked have already come out, so there's no spoilers. Now that 5 out of the 6 slots are filled, I'm praying. I'm on my knees, bro. Pause. Another thing that's weird is this DLC just got announced as like the silhouette on Twitter. Just a random announcement on Twitter a few days ago. Look, boom, a few days ago. Upcoming DLC. I didn't see this anywhere at all. No video, nothing. And then bam, they instantly announced the character now. This is super, super, super confusing to me. And then you're like, okay, wow, newbie, this is not a big deal, bro. But you know how much it kills the hype to know what the DLC character is before the announcement? Literally just imagine every other game. Do you think like Tekken or Street Fighter are announcing their DLCs early? No. Or like Guilty Gear. They always wait until the actual finals are happening, so you get a badass trailer and a fake announcement, and everyone sees it on the same time. This just like completely kills the hype and we're gonna see the trailer. Obviously, everyone's still gonna look forward to the trailer and it's still gonna be hype. But announcing it early is just like, damn, like I wanted to know when we were having the finals so we could ride that hype. The thing is, I've been waiting to finally swap mains to like Sandalphon or Siete pretty much ever since I've known they were like a character. So I'm just tilted every time I see a new DLC now. I'm just like, please, bro, get my homies out. Like, what is this? What is this red monster chick? That's an OC. She's an original character. No one really cares about this character, bro, unless you're down bad. Now what I want to do is I want to show you why Sandalphon and Siete are way better DLCs than Versusia could ever dream to be. Stupid monster bitch. But just because these characters are already in Relink, they have like perfect kits that you can honestly translate. I basically just want to like build hype for you guys about these characters, you know? So Sandalphon's like bread and butter. He has this perfect rush attack. I don't know if you've ever played SNS, Sword and Shield, in Monster Hunter, but you have to like time it perfectly 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then you can go with like a combo finisher. If you don't time the attacks, you just get this crap. But if you time them, you get a lot more damage. Once his meter is all filled up, is when shit gets kind of crazy, but I'm not going to show that yet, okay? First, let's show his regular skills. I haven't unlocked all the skills, though, so he has this, Noga-san! And then he puts a bunch of, like, purple swords out, it's just sick. Then he has this one. No way out, though. That one just, obviously, just, like, rushes towards the target. So, like, you already can see where you can have, like, a fireball with the swords, right? And then you can have like a dash forward with no way out. And obviously there's a healing one. That one's probably not going to be in the game. And he has this light step as well that you can chain into your B&B. And go right into the perfect attack. And you can cancel as well and be where you left off. Like, how sick is that? So in the fighting game, he'll probably have like some extra evasion or some like extra movement options. Because this is insane, dude. Like, look at this shit. So you can probably tell that we're filling this meter up, and you're like, okay, what even is this meter? Well, when it's full, we get to do some sick shit. Oh, nah. So this is Archangel mode. It just buffs like every single move. He gets new moves as well. I mean, come on, bro. So everything gets buffed, like I said. And then this is another new move. He has like a different ult in this form. His bread and butter is also different too. Look at the new combo finisher. Alright, look at his ult in this form, guys. Put out the hand! It's so sick though, it's just so sick. So you can already see like, this character is gonna go crazy in the fighting game. New B&B! And then fly on him! Oh no! I mean, how sick. So he actually has a second super. Let's go! That shit is so fire. And his dash turns into this shit. Yo! The way I imagine he could be in the fighting game is he could probably have like an entire extra form like Gira does, like an install form with the whole angel thing. So like, why would you not want this character in the game? Come on. So this is a video by a guy called RPG Basics. I'll put the video in the description. But I just want you guys to see some of this video so we can actually see what his abilities are and how they are used.
At first glance, but after getting my hands on...
Bro, you guys saw that?
Or overall playstyle kind of looks difficult at first glance.
Look at those like avatar summons.
But after getting my hands on...
Bro, that is so cool.
Sandalphon for quite a...
Dog, he has like a freaking... Dog! He summons like freaking knights behind him. I don't actually know the lore. This shit just looks so cool to me.
While now, I proved myself...
I need to watch the Fate episodes for Siete.
Wrong and found myself enjoying playing Sandalphon and his gameplay flow pretty easily. For starters, the majority of Sandalphon's damage comes from his avatar state where he can pull off devastating combos, and his skills are hidden when under this mode, which leads us to his first special passive, the Star Sovereign. Finishers and link attacks, Sandalphon can summon his avatar by pressing the Y button to fight alongside him and deal additional attacks on top of Sandalphon.
So do we think he'd be like a puppet character like Nier? That would be kind of weird though.
Round on the list is the bread and butter rotation. This attack is the one that you will use in most cases, as it is easy to pull off to increase your avatar or sword shine gauge. Quick away, let's move on to Sandalphon's recommended skills. The first skill on the list is Barrido. Barrido is his gap closing skill, and Sandalphon will get a lot of value when having this skill since he is a melee fighter. Moving on to the second.
So he has a lariat.
Second skill, which is Infinito Creare. I love using this range skill as it can easily be locked to targets and deal damage. However, make sure that you lock on the boss, especially when you target...
Okay, obviously, if they directly translate some of the stuff into the fighting game, it's just gonna be broken. But like, I wonder how they would actually do it, because they're probably gonna use a lot of the same skill names, right?
The third suggested skill is Despedazar, an easy-to-use skill that can be used in a lot of situations due to its swift sword attack animation. It is worth noting that all of the suggested offensive skill here get stronger depending on Sandalphon's sword shine level, and this is the reason why you need to make use of his avatar gauge before performing his devastating finisher. Down to the last skill, which is Tempesta. This buff is highly advisable not because of his attack and critical hit chance buff, but because of granting Sandalphon a full avatar gauge upon usage.
That's crazy.
This is one.
So maybe he could be a puppet character, right? And then you have the avatar out as much as possible to buff up all your attacks. And then he has like a full screen dash. And then for that fireball, that one, I don't know how they'd put that one in the game. I don't think it would go that far. Like, you know, like Beatrix's fireball, it kind of only goes like to the middle of the screen. It'd be probably something more like that for that fireball. Or maybe they could make it something that like actually does lock onto them. But it would just be slow. I hope they make the dual blades feel like really, really slick and buttery. Because that is what matters the most to me when playing a character is like, do their normals feel buttery? I can't be the only one that thinks that though. Because I play Vera, right? And it's because like, when I hit a normal and I cancel into a special, it just feels smooth. You know what I mean? Or when I hit a button, I feel smooth when I do that. Especially with like sword characters, it's really important to have like that buttery feel when you're slicing shit up.
7-star Brilliance is a very situational
That is
skill.
so cool.
Not only it
That
is
is
going
so
to be
cool
on
to me.
cooldown when entering
Holy
battle,
shit.
you can only use it
Come
once
on.
per battle. What it does is it fills the entire party's SBA gauge to full, useful to fights like Lucilius. However,
like
95% of the time, you were not going to use this. Moving on to his opener, and let's do a quick rundown of what I usually do.
I hope in his super in the game they have all 7 of those dudes there. It's too cool, man. Regardless though, if you do actually really like this character and you're happy that she came out, good for you, and hopefully she's actually a solid character and not doo-doo bottom tier. And for tomorrow at EVO, we should have the Grand Blue Grand Finals, so it'll be sick. We'll be able to actually see more about the character and stuff. And, you know, they're gonna drop a second surprise! How Siete or Sandalphon are coming out. They're gonna do double DLC drops.